Here's a couple of interesting historical quotes. First one's Review and Herald, January 4, 1887. The people of God are the repositories of his law. And he tells us that we are to be separate and distinct people, repositories of the law. I like this idea. And this is out of Signs of the Times, April 1, 1880. It says, so at this time there is a people whom God has made the repositories of his law. I'm going to pause in the middle of this quote and ask a question. How do people interpret the meaning of this statement if they're operating at levels 1 through 4? Remember levels 1 through 4? Everybody from our discussion? Levels 1 through 4, it's mostly the punishment and reward, laws, rules, codes. Level 5 and above, love and design. Okay? So if you're operating levels 1 through 4, how do you understand this statement that at this time there's a people who've been made the repository of God's law? Behavior. Any other thoughts? How about we have the Sabbath law? And we obey the right rules, and we are guardians of the Sabbath, and we must protect it from violations. And if you keep from violating it, if you don't keep from violating it, you're going to get the mark of the beast. And how many have heard this? So we have been given this, and we're to protect it. We're the repositories of the law. We have the right rules. We have the right code. We have the right creed. We have the right way of being baptized. We have the right... We're protectors of the law. Level 5 and above, though, understand that we were struggling in our own hearts with the corruption of fear and self-centeredness, and that our hearts have been renewed, and love for God and love for others have been written in. And these are they who do not love their life so much as to shrink from death. The law has been written in the heart and mind. These are the repository. The repository is here. Not a system of rules to coercively enforce or threaten people. So those who obey them, the commandments of God, are as pillars of fire, lighting and leading the way into eternal salvation. But unto those who disregard them, they are as clouds of night. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Better than all other knowledge is the understanding of the Word of God. In keeping His commandments, there is great reward. Another pause. Why is there great reward in keeping the commandments? It would be like saying, in exercising regularly and eating right and avoiding tobacco, there is great reward. Is there a great reward in doing those things? Absolutely. Living in harmony with how life is constructed has inherent rewards built in. And that's what it means to live in harmony with God's law, because His laws are the protocols upon which life is built. And then, what do you think about this one? The very image of God is to be reproduced in humanity. The honor of God, the honor of Christ, is involved in the perfection of the character of His people. Desire of Ages 671. Their honor is involved. What does that mean?
We demonstrate that He's telling the truth.
Yes, we do that. They're more than that. Who built humanity? And what happens when a manufacturer today has a product that goes wrong and kills people? Do they get sued? Manufacturer's defect?
Product has to be recalled. It's recalled.
A recall? What did Jesus prove in His life on earth? There was no manufacturer's defect. Man was created perfectly, no defect. The defect was introduced artificially by an enemy. That's where the defect comes from. Christ reveals it, and we get to reveal something quite profound as well. That not only is God's law perfect as revealed in the life of Christ, but God's design and His law is so powerful, so beautiful, so perfect that even beings who have been corrupted by habits of deviations, what we call sins, when they start partaking of Jesus Christ, start partaking of God's methods, we are healed, we're restored, we're renewed. That's quite a revelation. See, Jesus' life reveals what perfection looks like with no sin. His life doesn't reveal what disease of character looks like that is healed and restored to perfection.